right, so I found another color card that came in the instructions. And with this, some of this looks like it's dirty, sorry. But in some of the spots it looks like that color F. And I think that some of that's just dirt on the rotor now. But it looks like it's matching up with F. And F is 800C, so we're right kind of in the middle. We will go check the pad temp range and see how that matches up with these. And I'll show you something else I got. We know that track wasn't very difficult on the brakes. So something else I got to help with brake cooling a little bit. Let me show you that next. All right, so what we have here is a braked duct kit from Honed out of Australia. And they sell this as a kit. This is the kit for the DC2. So they have an EH Civic that they installed this kit on. They modified it to work. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. They didn't have any photos that they could share of how they did it. They said they did have to trim down the scoops a little bit. But the idea basically is the scoops go underneath, they mount to the control arms, and they direct air that's going underneath the car out towards the rotor. So the plan will be to figure out how to get these to point out and mount, most importantly, how to mount these in a way that will allow them to work. So hopefully that'll help maybe bring down the rotor temperatures just a little bit. We'll double check and see what the that temp range looks like, but something I picked up in an effort to help a little bit more. Okay, so this is the chart off of Hawk Performance's website for the DTC 60 pad. And if you look at it, you'll notice that it's in Fahrenheit. So we need to convert the data from the rotor to Fahrenheit. So 800C is about 1500 degrees. It's like 1470 or something like that, Fahrenheit. So you can see we're way up on the far end of this pad's performance. You can see from the graph, the performance is dropping off, past 800 degrees Fahrenheit. So clearly we're in need of some extra cooling to help with those temperatures. So this is where the data is helpful, right? Without that, you'd be guessing. So now that we know what the rotor temps are, and that's an indicator of what the pad temps are, we know we got to get some cooling on these things to bring those temperatures down. And so what we'll do is I'll work on and mounting those ducts up to get some additional air forced at them, and then replace the paint that's on the rotors. Put some new paint on there to see. And so the June 1st is the next event. And like I said, that track is going to be a little bit harder on brakes. So that'll be, we'll definitely need the cooling. And so this will be a good test for it to see if those ducts are enough, if that's enough cooling to bring the temperatures within range. I mean, obviously we're still within the temperature range, but we're way up on the end and, we're losing some performance. We don't want to do that. So next video on this should be, an update on how that looks and what those mounted up looks like. So anyways, hopefully some of you find this useful on how to gather data on your brakes and how to use it and make some decisions. So stay tuned and thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.